Hey guys, it's Casey. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Today I want to bring you to a very special video that is near and dear to my heart. I have worked very hard this week getting caught up on orders, so all of my orders are now shipped except for ones that were placed recently. I did send out an email and let you guys know that I was in the hospital from the 19th to the 28th. So we're going to be talking about that, kind of a little life update in this video. So it's going to be super chatty. If you are not interested in any kind of chatty video, you know, turn the volume down, fast forward through it. But I'm going to set up a self-care journal. So I have a whole new line that is going to be available in my shop on June 7th. That is just for self-care. So let's go ahead and I'll show you everything that I have that's going to be in the new release, and then we will set up. I'm going to combine my wellness planner and my horizontal layout and add a few pages and whatnot to make a self-care journal for myself. So first off, and this is not everything, I am going to have some more quotes, I just don't have them ready yet. So we have a retro self-care quotes. These are really pretty colors, fun stickers. We have self-care quotes bright. I'm going to be using these for my first spread in my wellness. Then we have self-care activities. We have emojis. I'm going to be using these on my monthly layout to kind of map out the month and see, you know, how my moods go throughout the month. And then these are not new. I've had these available. These are weather stickers. So I'd like to track the weather as well as my mood, just to kind of see if the weather affects my mood at all. You know, different things. And I am trying a different way of filming today. So I'm hoping that my camera doesn't act up too weird. I'm testing things out. I bought a new microphone and it doesn't work with my iPad that I film with, so I'm trying something different with my stand-up microphone to try to get my sound to be a little bit better. So anyways, today's going to be a test run. And then we have mood trackers, a bunch of different trackers that I've made in different colors. So these stickers do not come with these punch tabs. I put these on here myself, but I am going to have just the tabs available in my shop. They will come like this in a 15 pack so that you can tape them or glue them onto your sticker sheets. So these are my large sticker sheets. They fit perfectly in the classic size Happy Planner with the punch tabs. So we have mood trackers in pastel, bright, neutral, and gray. And so all of my trackers are going to come in those 4 color schemes for now. So then we have habit trackers. You can write your habit here and then check it off for the day. Pastel, bright, neutral, and gray. Then we have weight trackers. Now remember, all 4 of these colors for all of these trackers, I only printed and cut the bright ones for myself for now because these are going to be used in my first spread. So we have weight trackers and then a steps tracker. But again, these are available in all 4 color schemes. And then while I was in the hospital, I did a lot of coloring. In the hospital, it was a psychiatric hospital. So I had a mental health crisis, and I want to say thank you to those of you who, over the last several months, have kind of commented on some of my videos. Some of you guys have my cell phone number, so you've actually sent me text messages. You've sent me Instagram DMs, just checking on me because you guys could tell that I just wasn't my normal self. And I think the last person just like a couple weeks ago said, you sound depressed. So I got a lot of those comments, and to be honest, and this is where the chatty part will come in, okay? Just so I can concentrate on what I'm saying. I'm not going to do anything else right now. I'm just going to chat. I didn't realize that I was as depressed as I was. So, I guess let's just go back to the beginning, and maybe this can kind of be a testimony and a life story for me. When I was a little girl, I have a brother who is 13 months younger than me, so we're Irish twins. And so I just turned 44, so he will be 43 on the 22nd of this month. So my mom and dad, you know, growing up, they were married. My dad was an alcoholic. And from as early as I can remember, my mom was a great mom. I mean, she cooked, she cleaned, she always took care of us. She did great. And looking back, I see now that the reason she made some of the choices she did is because life is hard. I feel like I'm going through a lot of what she went through. But my mom turned to narcotics to feel better. She self-medicated. From as early as I can remember, it was pain pills. It started with pain pills. I can remember like at the age of 10, I had to have a little minor surgery on one of my toes. And I remember they gave me '𝗨𝗏, and I never took it, but I guess my mom took it. So anyways, constantly throughout my childhood, Mama and Daddy, Mama also drank, so they would get drunk and fight, and always splitting up, very chaotic. And then the last time my mom left my dad, I think I was about 13. And that's when she really went downhill, whenever they finally separated and divorced. It was final at that point. And life just kind of fell apart for all of us. My brother and I lived with Mama, and I started working full-time at 14 as a waitress, and I would help Mama pay bills. I would, give her $75 or $100 out of my $150 paycheck or whatever, because I was still going to school at the time. But anyways, it got really rough for us, and I actually dropped out of school in 9th grade. I never really went to 9th grade. I finished 8th grade and then just dropped out and started working full time, just because there was no money. So when I was 15, I moved in with my boy's dad. My mom just basically fell apart. She moved in with her boyfriend. My brother went with her. Of course, my brother was dabbling in drugs at that time, so he and Mama, were birds of a feather. They were both into their drugs, and I was not. So I moved in with my boy's dad. We got married when I was 18, as soon as I was legally old enough to get married. And then we had our first son when I was 20, second son when I was 23, and our third and our baby was born when I was 27. I always worked as a vet tech from the time I was 18 until I was 31. I was the practice manager at a local veterinary hospital, and I was a veterinary technician. So I had a good job. We were in church. I was church treasurer. We had a really good life, but things just happened, and my boy's dad and I, we just, for whatever reasons, we ended up divorcing when I was 31, and at 32 I married my second husband, which I've talked about him quite often over the last couple years. I left him in November 2021. He was emotionally and verbally abusive to my boys and I, and of course he's not their dad. So I started this business in my bedroom at our house so that I could save up money and get out of there. And that's what I did in November 2021. We moved in here where we are now. And then life got really, really hard for me. Even though my ex-husband was emotionally and verbally abusive, I never had to worry about food. I never had to worry about the bills. It was just never a financial struggle. And so once I moved in over here, and now granted, I've never lived on my own. If you remember what I just told you, I moved from my parents to my boy's dad, and then straight basically got married. So I've never lived on my own. So for the last 2 years, I've struggled. The economy, my business is super slow. And depression probably contributed a lot to business being slow, but I'll get to that point in a minute. But so I've just been super, super stressed out for the last couple years, and here comes the part that I'm ashamed the most to tell you guys, and I hope you don't judge me, but if you do, that's on you. But I always try to be super transparent. I've always been transparent with you guys and let you know what's going on. But a couple years ago, I started drinking. Just a little bit here and there, just to kind of relax and take the edge off. I didn't realize I had anxiety as bad as I do. I've always been a suck it up buttercup type of person. I'm very thankful for my struggles in life, the lessons I learned in life. It's made me who I am. But I did start self-medicating with alcohol, and some of you guys may have been able to tell because I filmed a lot of videos intoxicated. So yeah, that's the shameful part. But it ended up becoming like a daily thing. And I knew I needed to stop. I hated myself for it, but it was the only thing that made me feel better. It just took my anxiety away. But it also contributed to me not being 100% at work and for my boys and I. So I knew I needed to quit. So in March, I did quit for about 6 weeks. And then it just gradually, I just started drinking again. So on the 19th of May, I ended up drinking way too much. And if you know anything, alcohol is a depressant. And so it sent me into a downward spiral. And I ended up with some bad thoughts of harming myself. And so I ended up in the emergency room by police escort, might I say, because someone called to do a well check on me that I had been talking to on the phone. And of course I was mad. I was scared. It was very traumatic. But I went voluntarily because I knew I needed help. And so I told my boys, Mama's going to go get help, because they knew I needed help. My boys and I are always very honest with each other. I've always been honest and told them, about my drinking and that I was struggling. And so they were totally fine with me going to get help. So I stayed at the emergency room Sunday night, and then Monday morning I was transported by sheriff. So this is all very embarrassing, and I'm sure in a few years I'll look back at it and laugh. But I was transported to a behavioral health center. And of course, very traumatic. I was an hour and a half away from home. I had just the clothes on that I was wearing. The hospital wouldn't even let me wear underwear. They put me in these paper scrubs. And so I had this little bag with my phone, my watch, and the clothes that I had on. And then I was transported an hour and a half away from home in paper scrubs. So I showed up at the behavioral health center Monday afternoon. Of course, I cried the whole way there. I cried almost the whole day. Just very traumatic for me, because I have never been away from my boys ever, unless they were just spending the night, or if I went on a little vacation, which rarely happened. But anyways, I was able to call them, and then I got settled into the mental health facility. And I'll just kind of fast forward through this part, but it was the greatest blessing from God, because for a long time I'd been praying, Lord help me, Lord help me, Lord help me, please help me. I can't do this on my own. And God answered that prayer through that phone call when somebody had a welfare check done on me, and I was basically forced into a mental health facility because a judge did commit me because I was a danger to myself. So I was committed on a court order. I couldn't have left if I wanted to, and I'm glad. I'm thankful, because by, I'd say Wednesday, the doctor adjusted my medication. I've always been on an antidepressant and an anti-anxiety medication, but I'd never really seen a psychiatrist. And so the psychiatrist there, he adjusted my medication, gave me some medicine to help me sleep because I hadn't been sleeping well. And so as the days followed, I met some really great people, normal, regular people like me. There's always this stigma. First, I want to say I felt hopeless. I didn't feel like there was any help for me. So I was just praying, God, please help me. I really didn't think that there was anything else that could be done. I thought, this is just how it's going to be. And then I ended up at this hospital. And so I met just regular, normal people. There's this stigma out there that psychiatric hospitals, behavioral hospitals are not fun places to be. But I met some amazing people. I've made some lifelong friends. The nurses, the staff, the techs, the security guards, Everybody there was absolutely amazing. They treated me like a human being. We all laughed together. We cried together. Of course, we had no cell phones. We could use the phone certain times of the day, but it was basically like jail. Maybe just with a little softer bed, but I went to group therapies. I saw the psychiatrist every day. So it was just an amazing experience that I know was lined up by God, because I've always said my days are numbered by Him. It's already written down. He knew that on my 44th birthday, I would be in a psychiatric hospital and feeling better by the day. So I couldn't come home on Monday because it was Memorial Day. Courts are closed. And so what happens is when you're committed like that, a judge, of course, signs off and you're committed. And then the psychiatrist that you work with each day ends up, I guess, speaking on your behalf to the judge when he's ready to release you, lets the judge know that, you know, you're more stable. So all of that happened. It couldn't happen on Monday, so I had to stay there until Tuesday, I was actually thankful for that, because that meant that I had 2 more days of group therapy, 2 more days of groups and spending time with my friends. So I ended up coming home on Tuesday, when the I keep wanting to say psychiatric, when the psychiatrist contacted the judge, and so the commitment order was dropped. So there's no future stipulations or anything court ordered that I have to do. But I am now seeing a psychiatrist and a therapist. So that is going to be something that's going to be a lifelong journey for me. But I feel incredible, and I'm giving my story because I know without a shadow of a doubt that there's at least a handful of y'all that are listening to this video that are probably in tears right now, because you are in the same seemingly bottomless pit right now in your life, and you don't know if there's help. And I'm saying all of this, and I'm exposing my shame on the internet to let you know that there is help for you. You are normal. My friends and I, there's one girl named Stacy. We call each other, I don't know if you guys watch on TikTok, Shelly and Lorinda. It's a white lady and a black lady, and they've been best friends since they were 15 years old, and they make the funniest TikTok videos. And so Stacy is a gorgeous, gorgeous black lady. She's about 10 years younger than me, but we just hit it off. We had a blast together, talking, reminiscing, crying, all those things. And so I've definitely made a lifelong friend with her. But she calls us the Shelly and Lorinda of the psychiatric hospital. And so we decided to call ourselves normal crazy. So we're normal people. We're just a little crazy. And I don't mean to offend anybody by saying that, but sometimes you have to just lighten up and make jokes. You know, we can only play the hand that God has given us and chosen us to live out. So I know this is part of my testimony, even though it is shameful, but I have not had a drink since May 19th, and I feel great. My anxiety, it's so weird because my mind is empty, if that makes sense. When you have anxiety, you have those racing thoughts, you never stop thinking, you always have something to do. Got to do this, got to do that. And it's, even my boys said, Mom, we can just tell you're just chill now. So, and I'm not sedated. I don't feel high. But my visit and my 44th birthday in the psychiatric hospital has been the biggest blessing that God has sent my way since my boys were born. So yeah, I say all that to say I'm back. I'm better than ever. Thank y'all so much, those of you who have stood by my side, as I have not been completely honest with y'all, I guess because I didn't realize the situation I got myself into. But I am feeling better. I talk to God daily now, which I did before, but I have hope now. I have hope, and I don't feel hopeless anymore. So I know I spent a lot of time talking, about that, but I want you guys to know that it's okay to not be okay. But what's not okay is to suffer in silence. And if you need help, to ask for help. I had no idea that this kind of help was available for me. I thought that the life that I was living and the misery I was living, I thought that was it, that I just had to keep mustering energy each day. And I mean, I was sleeping 12, 14, 15 hours a day. I had no energy. Now I'm getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning and I go to bed at 10 o'clock at night. I have so much more energy. My chronic pain is gone, you guys. My chronic pain is gone. Anxiety causes chronic pain. My high blood pressure is gone. Anxiety causes high blood pressure. So if you need help, please try to find help. And if you need somebody to talk to, just let me know. I want to talk to you. I love you guys, but there is hope. So, with all that said, I learned a lot about self-care while in the hospital. I never knew how to do self-care. I always told myself, Jesus was a servant, I'm supposed to be a servant. So I just poured out of myself into my boys, my husband, and I never took care of myself. And so now I'm learning how to take care of myself. So I go on daily walks. I'm learning how to do the relaxation breathing, like a body scan to check, because I always had neck aches and shoulder aches because I was always so tense and tight. My jaw always hurt. So I'm learning all those things, and I want to share those things with you. So, as I said, in the hospital, I had no cell phone. There was no TikTok. We didn't even have TVs in our room. We could only watch TV at certain times a day. So we did a lot of coloring, a lot of talking, laughing, crying. So I'm going to be selling coloring sheets because coloring is very therapeutic. Very therapeutic. I did it years ago and I don't know why I ever stopped. So I've got coloring sheets, and then I have a brand new cover. And this cover, you guys, is my absolute favorite. This is the cutest cover I've ever created. I feel like my creativity is coming back. My spark, my joy, it's there now. And I feel so amazing. And I'm so ready to take you guys on this journey with me while we learn how to take care of ourselves, so that we can take care of others. So look how adorable this is. I used the Groovy Summer, what do you call it, graphics. And then I just put self-care and journal here, a couple butterflies. So I literally made this with the graphics. I designed it myself. I love it, absolutely love it. On the back we have the green polka dots. It is adorable. And so I'm going to put these pink metal discs on here. And I did reward myself. If you guys have been with me through and through, you'll remember that probably around this time last year, I sold all of my Notique covers. And that was just basically because I needed to pay my bills. But I splurged and bought myself a new Notique cover. It's like a navy blue. She has two new colors. She has a hot pink and a navy blue. So I did the 4 payment plans through Zip on her website, and I got the navy blue one. I do have an affiliate link down in the description box. If you want to purchase something, I think I make like 10% of your order. So that's a really good commission if you'd like to help me out. If you want to order a Notique planner, that is down in the description box. And then as soon as it comes in, it's supposed to be here next Wednesday, I will show you guys like a little sneaky peeky of me putting my planner in it. I'm so excited for that. And then I also bought on Mercari a used Notique mini happy planner cover. So I'm super excited to get that. It has not shipped yet. I'm hoping that the seller doesn't fall through on sending it, but we will see. Alright, so in the back of my planner, off the bat, I'm going to put those tracker stickers. Then I'm going to put, I need to get some dividers. I don't have, actually, yes I do. Okay, never mind, scratch that. I'm going to combine my horizontal with my wellness. So I'm going to take my tabs out of here and use them right here. So I actually need to change what they say, but for now we're gonna just leave it as it is. So let's do my coloring sheets, and I want to, like, this will be my first release of coloring sheets. These are more like spring, summer, and then some florals, but I'd like to just kind of continue on and have like seasonal releases of the coloring sheets. And I know you guys can buy coloring books anywhere, but the best thing about these is they will already be sized and punched for your classic size happy planner. So I'll flip through these real quick and show you. They're just, I picked like simple designs. They're not like the super crazy adult coloring pages because those really overwhelm me. I wanted something that I can just sit down, you know, in 30 minutes or an hour and just kind of finish the page. So we have this cute one. They're just all adorable. So spring, summer themed, cute little animals, bugs and flowers. Adorable. I love these so much. And then we have the little girl in the rain with her little froggy pet. That would be me when I was little. And there she is with some ducks and her little frog. This one's really cute. And then we have just some florals. Some really pretty flowers that we can just color while we're relaxing, kind of sitting with ourselves and being mindful and listening to our thoughts and not letting them overwhelm us. And then this cute bicycle. So those are the coloring pages. So we're going to put this divider in here. And then I'm going to take, I want my wellness in the back. So we're going to start with June. Now I'm not sure how many months I can put in here. So I think I'm going to start, because I did order on Amazon some lined Happy Planner paper. And it's not Happy Planner, but I'm going to give it a try and see if I like it. It's supposed to be a pretty good weight planner or paper. So if I like it, I will share the link with you guys. And because I mean, it's fairly affordable. I bought a super big pack just because I'm a paper person. But yeah, I'll share that with you guys and let you know how I like it. I'll probably share that, if I remember, in the same video as my Notique. That way we can do it all together in one video. So I'm going to stick 3 months in here for now. And let's just see. I might add one more. But I want to leave room for plenty of paper. So I'm going to stick, I'll change these in a few minutes. Now I'm going to put my journal in here. So my journal is the horizontal layout. So we'll do that. I think I'm going to be able to add 4 months. So June, July, August, and then I'm going to hold it up and see what it looks like. Yeah, we're going to do September. We're just going to add one of each for now and just kind of test it. I probably don't need to add a whole lot of fill paper anyway. I don't know. I guess we'll just kind of have to play it by ear. September. So that's through September. I still have plenty of room. Let's try to add October too. So we'll add October. Wait, this is my wellness. So we'll add October back here. I'm so excited to use this planner. I love this cover. It is so stinking cute. Alright, so oops. My stomach just growled. I need to feed myself. That's part of self-care, Casey. Alright, and so now, yeah, that leaves plenty of room for some fill paper. So I got, what did I put? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months in there. So 5 months, and then I still have room to add some fill paper. So we're going to go here. So that'll be journal, and then this will be wellness. And then we have our coloring pages and our stickers. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this cover on here for now, just so that I can put my stickers in there. I don't want to have to keep searching for these stickers. Oh, sorry, I know that was loud. Every time I turn around. So we'll use this. And then I also have these weight trackers as well. These have been available in my shop. Don't know if you knew that or not, but we'll stick all of these in here. And then when I get my Notique cover, I'll take it out and use the Notique cover. So let's put this on the back. perfect. This pink looks good with this tan color. Okay, so y'all let me know down in the comments below, do you have a self-care planner? Do you even know what self-care is? Are you like me and you don't know what self-care is? Let's lift each other up and support each other in the comments. Give us all ideas on what you do for self-care. If you want to share your testimony, anything, let's make this community uplifting and supporting one another, because we all struggle in our own different ways. Our struggles are part of our testimony. Like I said, God's the one who sent me to that hospital. He knew that I needed it, and He answered my prayers when He did it. So that's it. I'm going to go ahead and film some more videos, so you guys will be full of videos this week. So don't forget the new release on Friday the 7th. Mark your calendars, your planners for that. If you have not signed up for emails on my website, head over there at pleasantlyplanned.com. Scroll down on the homepage. There's a place you can sign up for emails. Stickers. All stickers are 50% off in my shop until further notice. There's no code needed, so head over there and grab all your stickers, or wait until the 7th and grab your new releases for self-care. So that is it for this video. I thank you guys so much for watching. I love y'all. Remember, you're not alone. I'm here for you. I love you, and your life matters. I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye, y'all.